Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to very, very windy insurance auto auction. I'm actually going to crouch down and hide between cars just because of how windy it is. Here picking up a car, and I will show you guys the vehicle kind of briefly, and then we're going to get out of here and kind of go over details just because it's super windy here, and I already know it's going to be very difficult for you guys to hear me. Got my whole crew with me. Figured while it's not super windy, get some footage. Hi, Coco. Oh, you happy baby? Okay, so what did I get? I got a 2012 Volkswagen Tiguan, and if you guys are following the channel, you know I like to buy vehicles with very minimal damage, just because my hands are full with a whole bunch of other projects. So this one, it's almost like storm damage, so it has a dent on the roof. It doesn't look too bad, and since the roof is more or less pretty fragile, I figured, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult to pop it out, or at least make it much presentable and look much better than what it looks like now. But the Tiguan is pretty much a base model. It's the S, doesn't have leather. I don't think it has a moonroof. It doesn't have navigation. I mean, nothing fancy, but it does have decently low miles. I think 65,000 or so. So let's see how much I paid for it. Winning bid was $41.75, and after $633 in fees, I am $4,808 into this Volkswagen as it sits. Value-wise, with a clean title, you know, they're valued around 11 grand with the mileage, so I think I did all right, as long as there's no mechanical issues. And that definitely seems like the game we've been playing lately. Risk it on mechanical stuff, and thankfully so far has been pretty good. This weather though, not so much. It's kind of raining right now. Well, here it is, guys, and I'm tall, so I see the damage, and it is worse than I thought. And primarily worse because of this right here. So honestly, I might have to take it into someone to get that kind of fixed up a little bit better. See, unfortunately, IAAI doesn't take very good pictures. I mean, no auction does. So see, from here it doesn't look too bad, but then this side right here is all mangled and whatnot. And we have a cracked windshield, which honestly not a big deal. But aside from that, actually looks pretty good. Let's see, tires. Tires are probably like 50% left. Yeah, we got beat up a little bit. So I see all of this is on. So we're almost at 54,000 miles. The odor is in here kind of iffy. Seems like it's been sitting in the hot sun for a little while. I'm gonna let it air out. We'll check fluids, start her up, and hopefully, ooh, that's filthy. And hopefully it'll make it with no issues. Do we have oil? We do have oil. Do we have coolant? We have coolant. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it. The most important thing is I didn't forget these. Oh yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So okay, we could toss that out. Sweet, started on its own. Oh, let's see if we have any lights. Just tire pressure and parking brake is on. That's it. But like I said, it's a base model. We don't even have a power seat. At least we have heated mirrors. Are these power? Nope. I mean power like glass, but not power folding. And we got power windows. So yeah, let's take it to the lot and kind of go from there. It'll definitely need a detail. Definitely need to look at the roof situation. We are moving under our own power, and all but TPMS lights are off. And I nearly have a full tank of gas, which is always good. But right now, actually, I'm gonna go stop by the shop, which I used to rent space from to have my dealer's license, because I just wanna see if he can fix the roof and how much it's gonna cost. I have done a few miles away from the auction now. This thing runs really well, like no mechanical issues. And I had one of these before, and I remember the turbo lag. This thing definitely has very noticeable turbo lag. But it's normal for these cars, so honestly, mechanically, I am happy with it. But it will need a detail, it will need a new windshield, and gotta figure out the roof situation. So 3 things I need to do on it. Of course, I'll check the oil. If it's dirty, I'll replace it. And then it should technically go to its new owner, but I mean, it's a slightly more expensive vehicle. So Oregon, when insurance company is the owner of the vehicle, they issue a red salvage title. Once it goes into private party or dealership name, it becomes a blue rebuild title. And blue rebuild title acts just as any regular title, it just has a brand on it. The red salvage title acts totally fine and normal in every state but Washington. Washington will require a state inspection. And if I finance the vehicle, I am responsible for more or less everything. Vehicle passing emissions, and I have to title it properly. So with a red title, I can't really send it off to, I basically can't really finance a Washington buyer. So the situation becomes, do I want to apply for a new Oregon title, which, you know, will take a little while, and it will be a blue Oregon title, or kind of risk it and hope that I get a Oregon buyer, because at that point it won't make a difference, and essentially I didn't spend, you know, $150 applying for a new title. So that's additional food for thought. But we are almost at the body shop. I'll talk to the gentleman there and give you guys an update on pricing, or I guess, you know, where we're gonna go from here.
Да, там потолок.
Trying to fix it at the shop already. We just tried one paint to maybe touch it up. Because honestly, guys, I'm kind of torn. Like, I don't want to put money into it, but you know, like, clearly it's a salvage title car. It's not going to be perfect, and you know, little dents on the roof could happen even with a clean title car. So I wouldn't say nothing is drastic and crazy. I just don't like all of these folds. This is what kind of bothers me. But in the big picture of things, it's not even that serious, right?
Yeah, right. No, nothing's too serious around here. Alright, that's still too bright.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit darker than that. It's better than the first one though. See, I'm thinking if I'm gonna try to make it 100%, then, you know, almost might as well go all out, get brand new tires for it, you know, do an oil change, do the whole shebang on it and make sure it's, you know, nearly 100%. But at that point, I think I will have to apply for a new title, because I will need to, like, I'll be asking almost premium for it, and chances of someone needing financing are increased. So the more expensive the vehicle is, the higher the odds the buyer will need financing. So like, this is where I'm kind of tethering on. Don't do 100%, but sell it cheaper, much cheaper, and maybe not require financing, or go all out and, you know, take that route. Look at that, much better. Still a little, almost like dark when you apply it, but then it gets a little bit lighter. So an hour later, I am finally leaving the body shop. There's a lot to catch up, a lot to chit chat about. I miss those guys. I mean, I started the business more or less at that location, and I spent probably 3 or 4 years there. So, you know, I've gotten to know them very well over the years. I mean, they're great. But clearly I'm still in the Volkswagen. Ooh, that's a beauty. I kind of want one of those. But I'd want the, you know, R or SVR. I don't want the 6-cylinder. Anyways, I am going to the lot. The game plan now is get this windshield replaced and then probably detailed, and try to sell it as is. See if I get any interest. Maybe try to sell it for about 2 weeks. If no interest, then I'll take it to them and do it right, do it the right way. I don't know if this is a design flaw, but like every single Tiguan I've seen, they have like the engine area is so filthy. So I don't know if air kind of going through the grill here just, you know, sucks up a whole bunch of debris, or like why, but like all super filthy. And this thing has, you know, 55,000 miles or so. It shouldn't be this darn dirty. But I just checked the oil. It's not terrible, but we are going to replace it. Also, the dipstick is kind of low on oil. So yeah, that's a little suspicious. I mean, it runs really well. So I will order a new filter for it. I do have oil at home. Once I get all of that, we could do an oil change on it, replace the windshield, get it cleaned up. We're gonna try to sell it as is.
Several days later.
Here it is, guys, all done. And you know, Birds already did their thing on the windshield, but has a new windshield. It got detailed, it passed emissions, and it's for sale. Game plan is try to sell it as is. I'll try for a few weeks. If it doesn't work, it's gonna go back to the guys. They're gonna fix up the whole roof, and then we'll try it that way. I think I have it priced very well. I think like $7,800, 77. It books for like 13 or 14 grand. It has low miles. It's all-wheel drive. It's a really nice, very fuel-friendly, luxury SUV. Let me know what you guys think. Is it sellable like this? Would you buy something with damage like this? Drop a comment in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate you guys' support. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in another one.